Hey everybody, Agmatsu today, and today we have the new Iron Sing legendary weapon. That's right, finally we got the second one, all right, and it is an Iron Sing gun. The requirements on this: 40 light weapon, 75 metal, so pretty low in the light weapon category. The scaling for this though, now take a look here: 4 Iron Sing, 3 light weapons gun, which is actually fairly low compared to what guns usually are, which they usually have like low base damage but very high scaling, like 11 or 12 scaling. This weapon, I'm guessing, is kind of like that because, or kind of not like that because, like I said, the requirements are different, but it does have 21 base damage, so it kind of catches up, but it has 10 range, which is a lot less than usual guns. And the swing speed, I think, is the same as the, what is it called, Dragoon, right? Now let's actually go over this weapon. So as for its M1s, nothing really crazy. It has your like standard swing for your M1s, right? And also for like, like the bullets, it's the same system. It does have a max of 6 bullets in the chamber, right? That you can shoot out like usual. Again, nothing special on the M1. It's just your usual one-hand gun shenanigans, right? But then the crit, this is where it starts to get interesting, right? So whenever you shoot a bullet, right? It takes your bullets. Using the crit, this is the standing crit, right? Yeah, by the way, that's a little bit of an issue. I'm going to get into that in a second. Let me get a little bit closer, right? Basically, if you land it, it gives you back a bullet, right? So it will basically take 1 bullet, and it should give you basically the ability to get 1 back for free. And you should be able to use this with rapid fire to basically not run out of bullets when you're using this, right? It used to give you back 2, right? So you would get more bullets, but unfortunately, I guess they changed that. And so now you just you still have to reload. Before you could get to like 6 and not have to reload, which is really cool, but they nerfed that. And the crit, the standing crit does apply, right, to steel rods. I think it's like 1 per a bullet landed. And what you can do though, all right, is if you do have a bunch of bullets loaded in, you can use the running crit, which basically spams a bunch of them at once, which is actually pretty damn cool. And for each one that lands, it applies, like I said, an iron rod. The max you can have is 5. So, like I said, if you really want to go for something, you could do something where, like, you do rapid fire a couple times, right? And then you do, like, the running crit, right? Like this. Bam! Just like that. Little combo going. And the critical, the standing crit, does actually a good amount. It's like 50% more damage or 75% more damage in an M1. So it actually does a lot, the standing crit. As for the running crit, like the multi-hit is not the craziest, right? But that basically covers everything. It's actually a pretty basic weapon on the one-handed gun side. As you can see, I have a flintlock here, right? Let's see if this still works. I'm actually unsure if it does because keep in mind, you cannot use 2 Iron Sing legendary weapons back to back. It has to be another gun. So I have a flintlock here. As you can see, all right, I'm still able to shoot, but it doesn't give me any special properties. But what's really interesting is that it does have the crit, and it actually is able to proc rapid fire on the critical. That is right. It still has the one-handed gun talent. By the way, it got disabled a long time ago on two-handed gun, but it still has it on the two-handed gun thing, right? For the Iron Sing weapon, which is actually crazy. And it also has the running crit, as you can see right here, which is a little bit weird. I don't know if they fix that to where like it does that every single time, right? But as you can see, I would have used up all my bullets if that was the one-handed gun running crit, right? But if I try doing it again, right, I try doing the running crit there, it does the regular crit. So the bullet system still technically exists for the what is it called, the dual-handed thing, right? And I think if you land it, you will still get a bullet back. Before you were able to build back up to 6 bullets, but now since you can't, I don't think you're able to actually do the running crit again. Yeah, like I said, I was only able to do it because I think I loaded up 6 bullets there, so it's very weird. Yeah, I'm not able to do it at all, right? I'd have to unequip my side gun and reload to do the running crit again, which is kind of unfortunate. But they'll probably add something where like there's a system to where you can just use the running crit if you have two-handed gun. So just keep that in mind. If you're using two-handed gun, you can only use it like one time basically, and then you're back to normal as soon as you're like, use it once, which is pretty weird. But that basically explains everything for the damage and the crit for the most part. All right, so now we're gonna actually showcase how much posture damage it does. So go ahead and hold block. I'm gonna try and rapid fire it, and then some at a range maybe. Yeah, so that only hit twice. For those wondering, I don't know why it does this. I'll showcase it like this. The crit bullet like goes down a little bit. It sometimes ends early. I think they need to make it to where like if I jump into it, right, you see how like it trails downward. So that's why sometimes on ledges it's unreliable. We're gonna try one more time real quick, and then we're gonna try the running one. Okay, so that actually did. So it does do actually a fair amount of posture damage, right? Let me go ahead and put down a campfire real quick so I can remove the side gun. And we'll try out the, what's it called? The multi-hit. Just my thoughts on the multi-hit. Doesn't do a lot of damage, right? And it doesn't do that much posture either, right? I would only recommend trying to use this if you're trying to get rods on your opponent. Maybe what you could do, for example, right, is if you want, you could try and like set up something where you kind of place multiple rods on your opponent. So I'll try it on you real quick. Right? This is what I would suggest. You would try putting multiple rods on your opponent. Use Jailer, right? And then once they're like frozen, right, that's when you like start trying to like spam the critical whenever you have all the stuff on them. Because the critical, forgot to mention this, you don't need bullets to actually shoot the critical, right? Which actually I think makes it pretty damn good. But keep in mind the cooldown is longer than your usual one-handed gun, right? It's 7 seconds instead of 3. But if you do end up landing that, right, you're able to get a lot of those shots off, and they do a lot of extra damage. So I think there's a lot of options with this gun, right? Keep in mind you can't use it with Scrap Singer as well. It does turn the gun golden. But I think there's a lot of really good potential with this weapon. We're just gonna have to see how it's used. Let's try it out, bro. Let's try it out. Come on, pull up, buddy. What you got? I did not mean to waste all like the bullets. That dude, maybe that's not really the best thing, huh? Come on to this. Did I not proc the... Okay. Nice. Nice. Okay. Come on, reload, reload. Okay, into this. Wait. Dude, that crit cooldown, though. It would low-key be kind of... I'm not meaning to do that, bro. I think it would be kind of fire if you could like spam it though, low key. To bring you here. What did I have extra end lag on that? Wait, look, that guard break is actually kind of crazy though. Come on, reload for a bit. Into hey, okay, wait. They do a lot of damage. You'll see that it doesn't do that much against min-max kit. You don't think it's gonna do a lot against like min-max players? On second thought, for one handgun, not really. I feel like could have done more. All right, guys. Anyway, so where to find this gun? Just to quickly end the video, I see people finding it in the Ceremede Hollow, so it might be an exclusive from there. So you might need to get to grinding. I'm sorry for those who have to go through the Ceremede Hollow, man. You guys might have to get to grinding that. That's all I know as of right now where to get it. But yeah, maybe we'll see if the weapon maybe gets something else. I think it is a little weak at the moment, but maybe we could see some powerful uses of it with some builds with it. Like I said, I'm on a freshie, but I just got the stats for the weapon, so we'll see what happens. And let me know what you guys think, guys. I'll catch you guys later. Right, peace.